Hello, everyone. Welcome in. This is going to be your next 24 to 36, 36 hours of energy, things you might see, hear, or experience from when you watch it, not from when it's uploaded. What's crazy, I didn't plan it, but my time right now is 12:12. So, and I didn't realize that until I hit the go button. So that's kind of cool. Anywho, yeah. So that's geez, I just dropped some cards on the floor. Extasius. Wow, that's exactly what that would be. Would be wasn't ready yet. Oh, and at the bottom, I guess we're gonna just get going here because it's coming out already. You've got the Extasius with the Piper, huh? All right. I guess we can get going here. Oh, okay. Those don't feel like they fit. Yeah, those don't fit. Okay. Whew. All right. Angels and guides. Those are the highest good. What can you tell me, please? Okay. Oh, and I'm just seeing what we've got going on here. Huh. There's heavy masculine energy here. That's what I'm looking at. What is this? Love giving. And just gracefully accepting something here. It's like, okay, feels like that and feels like that. You might have had a dream or something about two masculines. Yet one that's a Piper. And you're heavily on their mind. Or a vision or a dream or whatever it is how it happens. And then you've got himself, which is coming out with the fairies that were kissed by the pixies. One makes you light up. It would be this one that makes you light up. And okay. Wow, see, and then you got this man. There's a man right here. Okay. So that's who we've got here. I mean, this could be. Hey, Flower Beauty, welcome in. This could be for those that it would resonate for. This could be same sex. For others of you, that it's not. It's you had a dream of two masculines, and this one's the Piper's coming out. Obviously, it's a man, and it's like they are. It's coming with Extasius. They're excited about something. It's almost like they're singing their own little tune. What is that? Balance. Things are starting to balance out for this one. They're trying to plan. Wow. Huh. This masculine here, the Piper, they are planning for the future, and they're starting to see things clearly because it feels like they kind of took a time out to try and see things. And what's going on over here with himself? The ultimate sacrifice. This one's making stable changes too. Clock. I said the clock, but I heard the plot thickens. Okay. It's the Celtic knot with the church and the This is good energy. See, and I'm seeing here too, this could be because you are the feminine here. It feels like this is the feminine. And the feminine with Penelope Dreamweaver, it's like you can see things. Um, you can have visions, your psyche, all of that. You can see things like unfold, whether it's you can actually physically see them through like visions or through your dream space. You see these things and you got two on either side. And it's like, so you're just kind of going through and it feels like you're in a positive, this is like collective energy here. Like the collective, this could be the collective right here in the middle. And you got one on this side who's the piper. And what it might seem to be going on right now is that these two masculine on either side, they're both going through some stable changes. Okay. They're both doing the things, which makes sense. I mean, it is a Thursday. So judgment, even this one, he's got judgment here. And his judgment is to just make the sacrifices and do what they need to do. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck, it feels like this is friends. This could be where you've got two friends or a friends group and you're all like riding together on something here. And they extend an olive branch and it's like it's support. It feels like support. Hey, sweet pea. Is that sweet pea? Oh, sweet. I'll just say sweet. I'm sorry. Okay, what is happening here? What do we need to know about what's going on here? Because that's like the base of it all and what's kind of going on and happening. And what is the Queen of Wands? Well, yeah, you'd be a Queen of Wands energy. She's the Queen of Wands to me, and then you got Tempers. That's fire. That's fire energy throughout all of this. Wow, and feels like you're just hanging out. Okay, I need to move this sage because it keeps going. Hold on. 1 second. That sage is going right into my throat. Okay, there we go. So you're just hanging out here. But to me, the Queen of Wands energy is like the Beyonce type. No, it's timeless. This is just your next 24 to 36 from whenever you watch it and the energy starts to play out. That's all this is. It's just collective. Okay, so I don't know. Everybody would look at this one. And it's because she's Temperance and she's kind of, it feels like she's just hanging out. She's not doing anything, but just hanging out and just not doing nothing. Okay, so what's going on with the Piper? What does the Piper want? To move things forward. They're just moving along. Going through the cycles. They are at a decision of whether or not to reciprocate with this Empress here. Ace of Wands. Wow. Yeah. That feels like that. And then like that. Okay. What's going on here with himself? This does not, and I'm going to say that too, this does not feel like a third party thing. They're friends because you even have it where it's the friends down here with the dog. Okay. So it's not anything like that, but there's like hope in all of this. Okay. What's going on with himself? He's holding on with the Four of Pentacles. This one, it feels like he's trying to hold on to control of his emotions. Yeah, because you got the King of Cups there. And the Fool. Queen of Swords. The Magician. You might somehow, that's what I'm saying with this one here. Hey, Jean, welcome in. With the feminine in this, it's like for himself to like, because himself is like the alpha and he's lit up to do things. So this might be someone that they feel like you teach them like spiritual stuff or something like that. There's the teaching. And then you get the 8 of Pentacles, which is like work. And this one's working and trying to keep their emotions balanced. And I keep hearing like in check. They want to keep their emotions in check. It's just different. Yeah, then they got an idea. But they might not extend it today. What? But it's like new idea, like small idea, because it's coming out of pages as pages. And yeah, they don't have enough of something. Sweet gesture, something's ending. Star. Let me see. You redo that one there. Because that was a whole bunch of. And that's probably why they're trying to keep their emotions like balanced out and stuff. And it's because this one, well, and I was saying something about the sacrificing something here. It's like they're just working. This person's working. But with the, okay, because what I'm getting is that the big point of this whole thing, of what's going on during this part of it, is you have a feminine here. And there's 2 masculines on either side. And the biggest message, it feels like, is that they're both now doing the work. So it's like, okay, so now you're both, they're doing something. I heard touch them. So you've impacted both these masculines in a way, it feels like in a way of learning, of teaching, of something nature. Okay. So why are they coming out right now? What is the thing that we need to know with the himself? The woman with this shirt. This one here, the himself might think that you have a sharp tongue. Yeah. Because it's the crack shot, the sharp tongue on target. You're clear cut with this one. One of them, you're very, very clear cut. And it's like, that's what made them have a breakthrough. Okay. Yeah, these are friends. Yeah, because I keep seeing a lot of friend cards. So this is just friends. You guys are friends. And it's kind of like, this is probably like the one friend that you have where it's like, no, I'm going to be direct with you. Because that's what friends should do. They should be honest and true and just tell you these things. And it feels like the message here is for you to know that now you've helped these 2 masculines here to see something. And it was a breakthrough because you got the light bulb. Like the light turned on for this one, for the himself, the light turned on. And now it's moving to like they're gracefully accepting things. They're not holding on to things and that are keeping them stuck is really what's going on with this masculine. Okay, so what is the point to all of this? What's going to happen? What's the actions and all that's going to happen between these people at this time? The Piper and the feminine. Oh, there goes my nose going crazy. What's going to happen here? This Piper wants to offer you something. You got the Ace of Pentacles, something new. You got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles with the Piper. The Stuck. 3 of Swords. You might be close off, though, during this time. Ace of Wands. Oh, yeah, you're not doing anything when it comes to... I mean, that could be messages, but... So it's like anything that's like passionate or something like that. It's like you don't want to defensive of it. Four of Swords, or Five of Swords. Five of. Sorry. And you guys could hear what I just heard. And God, it was basically like not the feminine in this is not trying to pursue or do anything if that's all it is. Because it's like I don't need that. But these are friends. What's going on here with himself? What's the action here with himself? And you got to think too, that's kind of what the Piper energy is. It could be. They're playing it, but because it's coming out with ecstasias here though too. It's ecstasy. So the Piper is coming with some ecstasy. What's going on with himself? Okay, you're going to be talking to this one. You're exchanging something here. Could be actually literally exchanging something with that one. 10 of Cups, Judgment, and the Sun. This one makes you happy. Himself makes you happy. Wow. And he comes out with the Emperor. This one knows what well, of course, because he's himself, which is the alpha energy. This is a man. This is a man. And it's like, what are her thoughts and feelings and all that on the himself? What is going on? Oh. Just tell me about these two here together. Show me that dynamic between these two. Planting seeds, waiting. You guys have been talking. Feels like for years. It can be anywhere up to years. It's a healing, but this feels like healing communication. That's what this is here. It feels like healing and all of that and moving forward and justice and the Empress and work. You've put in a lot of work with this one here, but it feels friendly. This feels like, I mean, they're all friendly. You know what I mean? This is just a feminine here who's got like male friends, which that makes sense. That's why I'm trying really hard to like explain what it is that I'm getting here. There's nothing wrongdoing here. This is more or less like a female who gets along with guys than she does females. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's just two people in her friend group where one of them's lit up, where, I mean, I'm even looking at the snake, like wanting to wrap all the way around this here. And it's, with the Ace of Wands, it's like somebody's wanting that. And it's already coming out with the feminine where she's not really interested in that type of stuff, but she's still friends with this one. And over here, this just feels like a loving type, uplifting, teaching type of thing. And it feels like you're just going to be talking to both or something like that, which that, again, there's nothing wrong with that because that's what happens. We talk to people throughout the day all the time. Okay, so then tell me the dynamic. What is the dynamic between these two? The Piper and the feminine. What is the dynamic there? They talk too. That's my whole point. You just talk to these people. It's just talking, messages. 7 of Cups. There's been confusion and blocking and more or less like, I'm content. You've probably talked with this person about past people too. Yeah. You could have talked to this person about like their exes or something. You've given them insight or they talk to you. This one could talk to you about people they want to like actually pursue. And in the mix of doing that, they have eyes on you. The Sun. Wow. Okay, see, that's funny. And then the sun, that's what I mean. It's like, okay, so it's kind of like this one here might have gotten a attraction to you, but you're coming out. I think the point of what it is with the feminine is like, it feels like this easygoing, easy to talk to, all of that type of stuff. And you're a bright light to people you connect with. Temperance, 10 of cups. It's at the bottom of the neck, temperance and 10 of cups. You're just lovey. Like you give off that type of energy. But even here, if you look, she's very glowy. She's a glowy person and sees visions and stuff. And I think it's intriguing to people. You also probably help people, because I keep wanting to say something like you're a guiding light. And now you've caught the attention of two masculines that want to, you'll probably just be communicating with them. Does anything like actually happen between any of these people during this time? Okay, you got the Piper offering something to you. They're nervous. I'm noticing the water here. They're nervous to offer you something. Did anything happen? The Magician, they're working on something here. The Two of Cups. Oh, that's why they're nervous. And this, again, it's just 24 hours worth of energy. So this could just be like for the day or for a couple hours. They're trying to offer to come together or something like that. Okay. That's what they want to do. That's within the action that they're trying to do. Okay, what about himself? What's he trying? What is his actions that he's going to do in here? Oh my goodness. The call. He's going to call you. You could actually be talking to the Piper to do something or know that something, whatever, because you're just chatting. And then this one calls in the middle of it. That's funny. In a way, I don't know why that's funny. It's not funny, but still. Huh. Feminine here. The decision. Oh my gosh. It's kind of like now there's a decision because there's competition. And you had no idea. You've just been like, because this is 7 of Pentacles. So that's like investing, or, you're doing something and it's coming. But there's a temptation now of taking one of this offer. It's almost like it makes you stand up, or you like pay attention more. Like, oh, and then you got the Ace of Cups. This feels like through a message that you're going to get from someone you're kind of like, what? Because how I'm seeing this is like you've got this one here and it just stands right up. Like, what? Like, it makes you might even sit up or something if you're like kind of laying down, or you're just like sitting there. But this one makes you like sit up and like put your shoulders back and all that, because it's like, whatever it is. But it's because then you get this Ace of Cups, but this is the Seahorse, which is the male who's bringing this to you. And it's almost like, oh, I didn't know. You feel shocked, like you're shocked in a sense. That's what the energy feels like. Like, oh, I didn't know and didn't pay attention to that. And so it just feels like you're having a conversation, and you might get 2 separate offers of somebody wanting to do something, or they're both telling you stuff and talking. It's just talking. Yeah, you guys are all just, it's 3 of Cups. And you're just talking, because then you get the message of air. So you guys are just talking and communicating. And you might find it where you've got 2 that want to get together, and you have to contemplate on that. But this again, I can't, well, then you get the Ace of Wands again. There's so many aces here. There's lots of aces, which is new, and it just does feel like now there's two that are talking to you differently. And I think you're shocked by that. It shocks you. This is almost like, what do I do? What do I do? Like if you see her hands like, oh, I don't know what to do. That's what it does feel like during this time. Is like you get two offers that come in. So that'll be fun for you. I hope that's, yeah. And it doesn't, again, it feels nice. It doesn't feel like there's anything that is, I think that the thing that shocks you is you are made aware that there's actual people that want to compete for you now. There's competition for you. So I think that is the point of what this is. Okay. Let's clear out that one. That's probably what makes you get stuck. Geez. That's always fun. All right. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go a little bit faster today because I got stuff I have to do this afternoon. Okay. Okay, cleaning this up. Bear with me. Oops. Okay. All right. What goes on after this? And that's probably why you get this coming into Fire of the Waters. It's like you're just gracefully accepting this. That's sunlight there. You're just letting it flow. Just gracefully. Like, okay. Whatever will be, will be. You might be humming. Okay. After that, what comes in next that we need to know about? Wow, there's a gift. The gift of the fawn. Okay, hold on. Wow. The gift of the fawn with the unity here. I'm hearing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Fairy godmother shows up with your fawn. What? This feels like the color blue was significant. It does, because there's a lot of blue here. What is this? You get together with someone. Wow. Having gratitude and it's warm. Going down the road. You might be going somewhere and down the road somewhere. And I don't know why, but it's like you're talking to somebody and somebody's like changing the narrative, or to me, I'm also seeing like you're going somewhere and somebody's like using this map of something. I don't know why I'm saying map, but that's what I'm getting. I'm just kind of seeing like you're going somewhere and it's almost like using a GPS or something. You're just talking, you're traveling somewhere. You could be talking with somebody about things, these towers. This feels like just talking to somebody, like catching up with somebody. And yeah, you're traveling while this is happening. Not traveling like that. You're just, going to the store, you're going somewhere. And you're talking with somebody. This is like a fawn of yours, a friend. You're together. Yeah, it's heart-centered is what I want to say. Okay. And yeah, you got the yes card here too. I'm hearing that. Time is on your side. Yes, it is. Uncertain, balancing and uplifting, and it just feels, wow, the Phoenix again. If you think that something hasn't like shifted or changed, or hey Kristen, but then this, it has. There's been some changes. Like this person that you are, it feels like hanging out with or going somewhere with, they notice changes, and it's positive. It looks positive. And you're just talking. Whether you are in a vehicle, it does, for some of you, this does feel like you're in a vehicle and you're going somewhere and you're just talking. And there's like towers. It just feels like telling somebody about like what's been going on. Yeah, see, you're definitely going somewhere with somebody. Or if they're not in the car with you, you and this person are talking while you're traveling or going somewhere, is what it feels like. Yeah, and then you got the compass. A woman here. It's a feminine. And dog, they're your friend. This person is your friend. Well, that's why the fawn is here too. And it just feels like you're talking and saying like, oh, well, what have you been up to lately? And that's what it feels like. Okay, what is the point of this and what's going on? It just feels like you're just going somewhere. And it's like a gift because the fairy godmother. Wheel of Fortune. Something was supposed to happen. Love. Six of Cups. This, you might get, somebody might hug you or give you a hug. Yeah, because you've been like overthinking something. Or you give them a hug. It feels like when something is needed and you need somebody to show up for you, they do. Wow, that's a lot of air. Patience. I think what you don't know is you and this friend, you kind of are going through the same thing here. It's been hidden about how much anxiety somebody has over this. So you could be talking about things with this person that have really just, I keep hearing this song my son sang about it's that ordinary song, but it's it's stressing me out. Bomb something. I keep hearing that. Like something's stressing somebody out, and it's because they have to have patience on something and look at something from a different way. And it could give you like that anxiety where, look, this one like drops this person to their knees and they like grab their stomach. Like this isn't like some light thinking. This is like actual full blown hard to breathe thing. Because even if you see here, like it's doing something to her heart space. Where it's like, okay, I need to breathe, something like that. And then it's like, okay, just, it's okay. Something's okay. What is this? I can feel it. Ooh, I can feel that. What is this? It's going somewhere. You might get lost. The message. King of Wands. Three of Swords. I've seen that twice. The Three of Swords. What is this? You might, okay, for some of you, if you are with this friend and you're going and doing something, you might get a message from this King of Wands, and it's kind of like something might have happened to them, and it hits you right in the heart space. The High Priestess. Seven of Wands. Empress. You might have been trying to block this one off, and because something happens, yeah, this king, this person's reaching out to you and they're emotional. And it's kind of like, because I keep getting this urge of wanting to run to somebody and help somebody. And the star, yeah, right there. And then this message, 2 cups. Okay, so basically you're going somewhere and you're doing something with somebody else. Okay. And in the midst of you doing that, and that might be how you kind of, because it does feel like you might, it's like looking at a GPS or something and you're going somewhere and you're trying to find your way, and then you might get lost and detoured because as you're doing that, this other message comes in and it pains you, because I could feel it where it was like, like it puts you into like instant worry or something like that. And it's an energy of feeling like I have to go help. I want to go help. It doesn't have to be that dramatic, but that's how it's feeling like to me, where it's like, what happens with that? Guidance. Wow, see, like you want to go in, it's your inner guidance wants to go, and like you've got this vehicle, it's that light. You've got this vehicle and it's like something comes in your inner core, your guidance, you want to go help this man. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. Because then you get the man, or the man wants to come and help you, something like that. But it's because somebody's having, the person who reaches out, they're having a bad day. Something happened and they're having a bad day. So they too need their friend, and they reach out to you while you are doing something, and you might get lost. The book. Wow. Standing firm. It feels like, what this feels like is that you want to go and do that. You want to go and help this other friend out, but it's like you can't. Like your responsibility is to go and do something else that you're doing, and that has to wait. If that makes sense what I'm saying. And wow, it's hard. It's a chain reaction. It's almost like you feel like it's an emergency, but not like that. I know I'm making it sound like it's like, oh my God, but it's not that big. But you've got the flamingos here. This is your crew. This person is the soulmate. You got 2 soulmate cards. This person is a part of like your crew. And what it almost feels like, normally you, on any other day or any other circumstance, you would do that, you show up for this person, but it feels like during this actual time frame when this happens, your hands are tied, you can't do anything, and it's like you're sitting there like, oh, and it's like you want to but you can't. And so what ends up happening in this? The Ace of Wands. You probably talk. 6 of Swords, or 6 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Wow. You probably talk to them about like choices that they might have made that weren't that weren't good choices to. It feels like you're talking. It feels like this person's talking to you about what's happened. And it comes with 3 aces. You're the wise one. Wow, it's coming out again. This it feels like a continuation. That it's because they see that you know what they know. This person knows that they can come to you and listen, because it's like you know the things. If that, I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but They want to, it's not that they see you as an oracle. I'm not saying that. It's just this person knows that you know stuff. You come out as the Queen of Swords. You give them help on things. It feels like you know too about what this person is probably going through. And you guys are just here to just talking. It feels like I can't come to you and you can't come to me, but I can talk you down to balance out what is happening or going on with you. Yeah, to change it with the Death card here. 5 of Pentacles, Judgment, 6 of Pentacles. What ends up happening, wow, and then 7 of Pentacles. Okay, what ends up happening in this situation is that this person reaches out and they've got all this stuff going on. They come to you in like a lacking, lost type of energy. And then their judgment when moving after the talking, they leave with 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Meaning there was some gain or some, this almost feels like talking to a friend and it being like, oh my gosh, this is going on, and looking at all the negative in the situation. And then they call you who knows things and you guide them and you help them, where you flip their perspective to having them look at the glass half full and be like, okay, it's not as bad as I'm thinking it is. It's just you calm somebody down. Gosh, I feel like I just went through that whole long story short, you calm somebody down, but you feel bad. It feels like you feel bad because you're stuck and can't run to them and help them because you have this other thing you have to do. It feels like you have to do this other thing, like it's important. Okay. All right, and you're definitely traveling because I'm hearing that riding around in my automobile. Just be careful though, because when that comes in, it kind of, if you're supposed to be somewhere at a certain time, give yourself a little bit extra time, because it feels like you might get lost because that thing comes in. And that's probably where the fawn is because if you look, the fairy godmother brings something in when you're doing something else. And it's like, oh no, here comes this. And it's your fawn and you want to come together with them. And you can't at that moment. Or in that time frame, you can't at that time frame. Okay. All right. What do we have for overnight? Okay. Overnight until we can come back. I'll just do that because I got to get going. So for the overnight and we come back. Okay. Okay. Be here, not there. Moving forward. Masculine. You've got there's a masculine here. It feels like side thing here. You've got a masculine that's kind of feeling like they're on a journey. It feels like this masculine reaches out to you a few times. It really does. It just feels like they're going through something. Oh my God, I just seen the Soul Shrinker. This person, it feels like I can see it all on the deck. But it feels like just not to really pull it too much. This masculine's into music. And then they communicate. You're shocked of a change. And this change that comes in, it does like new hope for you. It's hope because Iris of the Rainbow. So whether that's brings hope for you or it brings in hope for them, what is it? It shocks you. It kind of feels like your phone goes off and you just don't want to look at it. Embracing the change. The tower. I told you it's a tower that comes. I won't be coming back on sweet until it'll be this evening sometime. Collectively. It feels like the reason why it's a shock and why it's the tower and to embrace it is because you probably think that this person is closed off from you. Yeah, the struggle. And then they come to you for the repair. Yeah, and then you get the Chariot, bodybuilder, Hermit. Oop. It's like this person, again, peace. I come in peace. So this person's coming to you in peace. That's one big thing. And the strategy here, they're trying to think ahead because there's a sudden change with them. And they want it to go in their favor. It feels like their power move here is to communicate and come in nicely. It's like that's what they want to do. Okay. I get it. It feels like because all the other things didn't work. And it just goes with hope. It brings in some hope for you with this communication. This person is talking to you about walking away from a toxic situation. Confusion, Seven of Swords stuff. Wow. It's like they're talking to you like, you know what, I get it. I'm leaving that, or I'm getting away from that. The Lovers, I'm choosing to get away from something. Seven of Wands, and blocking that off. King of Swords. This might be a King of Swords. And you get the Ace of Wands and Ten of Cups. This person that is talking to you later, Ten of Pentacles. Like either overnight or before we come back. It's like they're communicating and they're talking to you. They realize, I want to say, because I keep hearing that song, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. They're realizing what it actually is. And it's like, oh, now this is what it is. And they want to get away from whatever all this, it feels like muck energy. So they're talking to you about leaving this behind. And they're going to try and come up with a plan to tell you. And it's like, that might be why it's a shock to you. Yeah, because they're leaving a situation. They're leaving a situation behind. Now, for some of you, if this resonates for that, if this was a third-party situation, they're leaving that, but that is not what it could be anything. It could be family members that are toxic. It could be a work situation that is toxic. Whatever it is that is, and I keep saying toxic, it doesn't have to be toxic. It's just a situation that is not in this King of Swords best interest. They're leaving that. And I'm saying that because you get the Three of Cups with the Two of Swords. They're choosing, and then you get the Chariot. This person is choosing to do something on their own. Because you get the Nine of Pentacles with the Strength at the bottom of the card. That's what they're choosing to do. So instead of continuing to go this way and deal with that, they're going to go the opposite way. And it feels like because they're realizing that that's not, it feels like to have longevity. And they're just talking to you. Do you see this person? They could be actually coming. Emperor. Choosing. Four of Wands. This might be a masculine. Yeah, they come over. It feels like if this person would do that, like normally they would come over to your house. They come over to your house, but it's in the evening time. It feels like it's darker out. If they don't do that, it feels like you guys are talking, but this person's telling you what they're going to do. And it's like their path now is to choose for a firmer foundation. And you're talking about it. It feels like at night. So, and then it's just talking about that type of stuff. They could be This could be they are under the influence. When was it like the liquid courage here, and they're getting a new perspective on things. Don't know if we really trust that, but and then you got the Ace of Swords. It feels like I see what's been going on and what's been happening now, and so they're talking to you about it, and whether that's if they show up or not. Yeah, see, it's like they got regret, and they're talking to you about like stuff. Three of Swords, Six of Wands, Three of Wands. It feels like they're telling you something like, I should have seen this coming, or I should have, I should have listened a while ago. I wasted time. It feels like that type of a conversation. And then if they have it to where they normally would come over, they're going to come over. If it's not a person that would come over, then they're not. They're just talking to you about it. On whatever way they're able to talk to you about it, you're just having a conversation with this person about what they're choosing. They're basically, with that one, is they are finally looking at what makes them happy and what does not make them happy, if that makes sense. But it leaves with hope. That it feels like that's the big part of it, is that after this plays out, it's leaving, it's hopeful communication, but in a way of you actually talk to this person, and now they're leaving with some hope. Like, okay, it's not all sad and dreary. It feels like dreary is the word I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. And I'll be back again this evening when I get done doing the running I have to do. So I'll come back on depending upon if Jean's available or not. I'll do questions and all that. So I'll see you guys later on this evening. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and thank you for stopping in. All right, bye guys.